Hi, my name is Cindy Rang.
I'm Brianna Motzkus, and today is our Sunday box opening.
Good morning.
Hello.
We're going to try to talk fast today on a TikTok schedule.
We're not going anywhere. We're just going to stay right here. You guys, though.
Speaking of that, everybody loved that.
They
Everybody
enjoyed
loved
our little attempt.
Carpool karaoke.
Yeah.
Valita showed up last night. She's doing the shop hop and parked in our parking lot for a little bit. And she said, oh gosh, she said, I could just tell it would have been really fun if we would have heard what you guys were talking about.
We had a
I
blast.
said, yes. We'll do that more often. People have asked about us doing a little road trip through Soap Lake and through Ephrata to show you guys some things. Yeah. So I think we really will do that.
Yeah, you guys liked it. And we were a little worried about, being car sick because of seeing through the side windows, but it's something you don't see in movies anyways. Yeah. And it wasn't green screened. The real deal was behind us.
Was good. And we need to do that anyway because I just have to do a quick little commercial here for just a second. Oh my gosh.
Such a good book.
So good. Scary.
It was good. It was a little intense. A little bit.
Super intense. So,
totally didn't guess the end.
No.
That was not who I picked.
No. So super, super, super good book. So, and maybe it's already too late if you're new here. If you're here because you want to see brand new fabrics in a quilt shop, we're going to get there.
We'll get there.
We're going to get there.
We chat a lot. It's our
We
thing.
chat a whole lot because we are a mother-daughter duo. We've had this quilt shop here in Ephrata, Washington, Central Washington State for 26 years. You can find everything at fabricpatch.net. We have a pretty active YouTube channel where we have lots of tutorials and classes, and we do a little chat coffee with friends on Wednesday mornings. We do a book club. We've been doing a book club for over a year just because all of us, we all like to read, and we seem to have the same sort of taste, in books. And so it's always kind of fun. And on Sunday afternoons and on Wednesday nights at 5, we do the box openings where we show you the newest things to come into the store, which is really fun. You can find everything online for us, but we also encourage you if you guys do have a local quilt shop and they might have the same things. We just like to remind you guys that local quilt shops have a really hard time.
We'll be their advertisement for you.
Yeah, it's a hard road currently. There's just a lot of factors, and that's why lots of quilt shops are closing. So we want all of our other counterparts to know that we got their back, But if you don't have a local quilt shop, we would love to be yours.
We'll fill a void.
Yeah. So that being said, understanding that our quilt shop is in Ephrata, we have a retreat center in Soap Lake. And we are right across from the lake. We have an entire city block. I live there on one corner. And then we have a large one that will hold 16 plus because we have some extra bungalows. And then we have a medium-sized one that will hold 10. And then we have a tiny one for groups of 4, or you can get the extended and have 6. So I know that's a whole lot of information. You can find everything on our website, including pictures. But you can come and rent one of the facilities, bring your quilters.
And experience everything you've learned.
Yes. Or you can come to a hosted retreat. But this is such a good book.
So he's a very good author regardless. He's good with his words.
I want to read the other stuff he's done.
I felt like I could see everything. Like I could paint
movie in my head.
Yeah.
Don't you love when a book is a movie in your head?
Loved it.
Absolutely. I can picture. He said all of these people were fictitious.
I picked some out. I had people in my head like, ooh,
I know who he was talking about.
I know you.
I know.
So my person may have not been any part of the description, but every time I read about them, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
I got you.
I knew who he was, but I didn't actually know him. But Margot knew him, and his wife was Margot's yoga instructor.
Oh, cool.
And he taught at Big Ben College.
Oh, that's what
our little community college. And it's funny because I saw an interview that he did, and he said that his biggest hope was that the people from Soap Lake would really like the book.
I love it.
Love it. Yeah. We can tell that he loves Soap Lake. And what I want
still loves and still thinks
still
about
loves Soap Lake. Yeah. So I'll tell you what we're going to do is we're going to do a special book review and tour and show you something about Soap Lake because truth is stranger than fiction. There is what he talks about with the lake is absolutely true. All of those things are true. I'm not going to say that the irrigation district is killing anybody because that part's not true.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe spoiler there. But anyway, that's not really what happened. But anyway, we're going to do a little book review with that, and we're going to show you guys some stuff, and there will be spoilers when maybe not the end of who did it, but anyway, it's super well written.
It's really well
I
written.
absolutely loved it, and just a little mini commercial. He is going to be here
In Soap Lake.
in Soap Lake at our little library on May,
it's gonna be
not
at
at
the
the library,
bistro.
at the bistro, because at the bistro, on May 16th. And that's a Friday night. That's also when we are hosting a spring retreat. So our plan is to go down there. Actually, our bigger plan is I've been emailing, can you come to us? Can you come and chat with us?
I'm gonna
before
buy
that?
a book and have them sign one.
Yeah.
Our local bookstore, the Bookery, they sell it. I'm gonna buy
Yeah.
it from them, and
You can get it on Amazon. You can, you can, it's on Libby. It's on Hulu.
yeah,
Hoopla.
just listen.
Hoopla. Hoopla. Fantastic book. So anyway, just a little commercial.
If you have a
about
local
this
bookstore,
book.
I bet they can special order it for you. Because I was asking my bookstore about a book, and she said she would special order one book of anything for me. It takes like 2 days. So try that too. Because our little bookstore, I'm glad we still have it, but it's also a gift shop and a coffee shop. They're trying everything they can to have little bit books.
Yeah.
And other things that pay the bills. So you can do that too.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
it's
So we're
super
gonna,
good.
yeah. So we like that you guys like the whole travel, vibe because
'Cause
we're gonna do it again. We're gonna do it for this.
You need to know some of these places.
You need to, yeah.
My question for him is, where is the Rock House? Is it Pa's Rock House? He talks about this.
I'm not sure which rock. See, look at that. My skills.
He talks
I
about
know.
this
He
rock
talks
house.
about a
And
rock
there-
house.
There are quite a few rock houses still standing in Soap Lake that are really that are really, really old. But I'm curious which one.
Yeah.
Which
yeah.
rock house
I
we
have
talk
a
about.
couple of questions
Yeah.
for him. Yeah, I have a couple, but we'll show you
Because
a rock
I
house.
have
we'll show
no
you the
idea.
abandoned rock house that
On
everybody...
our carpool karaoke.
Yeah, we'll show you.
It's a really good book. If you haven't read it yet, it's not even on your TBR list. I don't know. It's a really good read. He's a very good author.
It's a good read, even if you have never heard of Soap Lake before, or you don't have other.
It's really good.
It's very good. It's
a good story.
Yeah, nerve-wracking, and he tells a really good story. He
does a really
but
good job.
It's really fun to know that it's not a fictitious town. That what he's talking about. The only other thing too is he said population of 1,700. Don't you think?
No,
our
he said
number is-
15.
I think it's 1,100.
Oh, I don't
I'm
know.
gonna look that up. He probably looked it up, so he's
When he
probably
wrote it.
right. But
And he has like author's notes at the very end, which is nice too.
anyway,
Love it.
love it.
5-star.
5-star. So anyway, that was there anything else that we were going to bring up? The other thing is that tomorrow you guys will see our little Jen Kingwell trunk show, which is sort of a weird thing the way that it happened. And a lot of the local gals are saying, no, wait, why did you do that? And I'll tell you why I did it. If you don't know who Jen Kingwell is, and I kind of, the other reason I'm mentioning it is I kind of think that that's what's in these books, these boxes right here. But my favorite designer, author, pattern designer is Jen Kingwell. She's from Australia. I have loved her for years and years and years. And I sort of went overboard when we went down to QuiltCon and we had footage from QuiltCon. It's like, oh, these quilts are pretty, but this is Jen Kingwell.
Yeah.
So
intense.
it was intense, and I apologize for that little fangirling a little bit. She is a lovely person. She's absolutely fantastic. And but here's what's really cool about her stuff is that if you have a stash of fabric that's out of control, which many of us do, or little bits of fabric that, I don't want to get rid of it and I really kind of like it, her patterns lend itself to leftover bits that have nothing to do with each other. You can mix everything together. The more you mix it, the more interesting it is.
And you'll see it in the trunk show. We
Yeah.
we have 3 quilters who are our local quilters.
Yeah.
That brought theirs, and they all look so different. And you see
Yeah.
a couple quilts that they each made one, and they look totally different.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just you don't have
cool.
to buy, now it sounds weird because we're in the business of selling you fabric.
You don't
and
have to buy anything.
You don't have to buy anything. You really can be challenged by, and not just yardage that you have, prettily
Bits.
stacked on your shelves. Find those bits. Find those weird little bits that are in
orphan
weird little
blocks.
basket. orphan blocks, things that, you know,
Miscuts.
you don't know why you're keeping, but you know it's not garbage and you can't throw it away. That is Jen Kingwell.
that's awesome.
I mean, for me, that's why I and they're so interesting. It's that quilt that
It'd
when
be
you
a
first
fun
started,
guild
you
challenge.
Who's best for Tracy?
Are you messing with Tracy's stuff?
Oh, you don't break my table.
It's gonna break this table. It's a good thing it.
It's a day. It's being a day.
You go play with Maisie. Maisie said the same
Saucy
thing.
today.
I am.
Saucy today.
So, Maisie is too. Maybe you guys can even each other out. Go take her for a walk.
So today, Jordan is in the shop all day waiting for people to bring their sewing machines so he can fix them.
Or just
No
give him a
waiting.
little tune-up. No big deal.
Give him a little tune-up.
They don't have to be broken.
They don't have to be broken.
He likes the broken ones, though.
No, I don't.
He likes the challenge every once in a while.
Every once in a while. This week, nah.
Not
Next
today.
week, sure. Because I
We're all
wasn't
going camping tonight.
tonight. We're leaving you for Sun Lakes, right?
Fun. Sun Lakes, beautiful, beautiful area. Those of you guys that have been here, when we stand up and we take that picture, maybe Anna will have one, the picture of that Sun Lakes. It is a gorgeous spot. They've got cabins, full hookups, tent sites,
Mini golf.
mini golf.
The kids are
You
excited
can
about
rent kayaks, paddle boat
they're all
things.
exclusive. You don't have to go anywhere. They even have a little convenience store in case you forget something. They'll tell you.
They have homemade fudge in that convenience store. They have a coffee shop. They have a restaurant, and Park Lake is the lake that you're looking at. We call it Sun Lakes because there's 3 lakes there, and
Best
the
fishing
best
spots.
lake is the one when you go all the way back to what's Devil's Lake? What's it called? You know, Deep
Cliff
Lake.
jumping?
Deep Lake. Yeah, cliff jumping. It
We all
makes me
cliff
super
jumping.
nervous.
Yeah.
I don't like it up there. I mean, it's a beautiful lake if you're on a kayak, but the teenagers jumping off the cliffs into the water.
Yeah, there's up to like
freaks me
75
out.
foot cliffs up there that they
Yeah.
cliff dive off of.
Yeah, and yes, there are deaths up there from people doing
And there are
that.
other accidents.
And there
It
are big,
happens.
huge signs that say, please don't do it. And when you go there, you'll see a dozen kids jumping off of those cliffs. So
Yeah.
anyway, sorry to be a bummer.
We've never done it.
No.
Hint, wink, wink.
Hey,
Not that I'm going to admit to anyway.
no.
We never skipped a day of school to go do it.
I will be that mother that'll drive out there and be screaming from the boat dock.
Good thing we're parents now.
Don't go out there.
So I'm not invited this time.
Well, you don't do it now. We're smarter than that. Over 30. We'll play some.
did.
No?
Never. Not once.
I did the 50-foot jump one time, but I landed flat-footed on the water. Never did it again. Yeah, that hurt.
I also never skipped a day of high school. Ever?
It's weird. Like school.
I went out there after school.
I was too afraid of getting in trouble.
Mom's.
He was never afraid of getting in trouble.
Oh, no, he wasn't. He was.
I was mommy's
Ryan
little
gets
baby.
Yeah.
He wonders.
Yeah. I know.
How does it feel?
Fine.
It's fine. Until he's older. Ask him in a couple years.
Brittany, step in here so they can see you. You're a voice from the side.
Yes.
Brittany, what are you working on? Who are you
Bachelor
quilting
quilting.
for? Who are you quilting for?
I just finished up Rochelle Sears 3 quilts.
Oh.
And right now
Awesome.
I have Shannon Rodman's on my machine.
Oh, hers the beast.
And she's only got enough to keep her busy for today, and then she's,
Are you caught up?
I have
She
3
stays
quilts
really
on.
caught up.
Just a little commercial here. That is true. I mean, Brittany clocks in and she's here at the shop Wednesday through Saturday, 8 hours
for
a
tomorrow.
day. Except for
Okay.
tomorrow. Except they're
Well, yeah, but it's Sunday today for them.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
they think it's
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It's
I
Sunday.
forget. See?
except for Saturday. They didn't work yesterday. But she clocks in and she's up there sewing, quilting.
Yeah.
And so she stays really caught up. So her turnaround is really good. But it changes like instantly. She can be totally caught up and then all of a sudden she gets 8 quilts in that day.
Graduation is coming in like a month and a half, so my guess is she's going to catch up here for a late minute. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but even
Didn't know
then,
what the time
she's
was.
going to get 20, and then in a week and a half.
She's still
she'll be like,
fast.
I'm done again. I don't have time.
She is fast.
She's still
She's committed to getting them done, which is a really nice thing. And so
she's
they
never
can
had
ship
any-
them. Do they ship them if you guys want to ship your quilts? Do they ship them to you directly or just to us with attention
Either
Brittany?
way.
Either way.
Either way.
Either way.
A lot of people have sent them to us and just have attention Bright A's or attention Brittany, and we just take them back there.
and then I ship them back to them at my cost. So we split that.
You
cost.
only pay for shipping to
One way?
her. She pays for shipping back to you when the quilt is bigger and heavier. Oh,
It's a way good deal.
Or even multiple quilts in the same box.
there you go.
We
Yeah,
have one gal that sends you, 3 or 4 at a time?
Yeah.
fantastic.
All right. Okay. Excellent. Have you guys read this book yet?
I don't read.
It's so
Neither does she. She listens to it.
Okay,
That's
it's
reading.
to a
That is
book
not reading.
is
What worthy, girl?
reading.
It did not count when I was a kid, because Mom said it doesn't count watching a movie that was made based on a book.
That's different.
It doesn't have all the same detail.
That's different.
I can
It's a
pass an AR test.
It's a really good listen. I listened. And really detailed. It's,
I feel like we need to do a poll. Mom, can we do that? Can we do a poll?
You're talking to the wrong crowd.
Talking to the wrong crowd. We don't have the time to sit and do this because we are washing your clothes, we're cooking for you, we're cleaning up those socks that you didn't put in the dirty hamper, we're vacuuming up the dirt that you drug in. So we that's it. The whole week we're doing all of that. We are listening to our book, which helps to keep us calm.
You would have
rather than
way more
yelling at
time to read the book if you didn't spend all that time sewing.
No. Yeah, no. I listen while I sew.
Well,
Exactly.
Because sewing is my job.
Exactly.
Totally.
It's my job.
That's right.
4 days a week.
He just doesn't know his audience yet.
No!
Oh, it's dirty now.
Get to work.
And whatever else.
All right. Okay, so we've opened some boxes.
I have a little more box.
And there was a couple little boxes.
What did I say about an hour? We're
I know, it just got longer, didn't it? That's not on me. That's not on me. Oh, Tracy has some new stickers for you guys. Those are cute.
pretty.
Some little collage sunflowers. So she cuts these, and so Tracy, for every online order, she throws a sticker in your package that you can put on your water bottle.
Yeah, or your journal.
Or your journal. Or your sewing machine. A lot of people putting them all over their sewing machine. I haven't started that yet.
I haven't either. It makes me nervous. But mine's
Well,
pretty
I'm
in
that
purple.
one that, so Pa, my husband, her father, if you're not sure who Pa is, was an auto body man for 20 years. And if anybody put a bumper
Oh my God,
sticker
we
on
were in
their car,
so much
oh
trouble.
Lord,
Even on our window, guys.
nowhere, no bumper sticker anywhere on your car. And so it still just makes me think,
Yeah. Still to this day, I got nothing.
Bumper
Robert
sticker
was
on-
not raised by the same man. He's got like 5.
I know,
It's
I
like,
know. Don't
whoa.
think Dad doesn't notice it every time he pulls up. I can't believe he has that on there.
You know what that does a hoop paint?
Yeah. So I think that's why so far I haven't put anything on my sewing machine.
I attempted one
But I
on a
have 'em
window
all over my
one
water bottle.
time, and I couldn't live it down. So I'll take it off.
I think he still brings it up.
You owe me $4.
All right. Oh, okay. So
Okay.
I was thinking because
This is a teaser for
ooh,
tomorrow.
teaser.
It's going to go up tomorrow at 10 a.m. Okay?
Yes, and who knows what we will have tomorrow at 10 a.m. So
Yeah.
we have these now, Sunday afternoon, and then tomorrow I think after the trunk show, be prepared. We'll reorder what we can.
Or whatever.
So these are all Jen Kingwell books. So Bring Me Flowers. This one we saw.
We saw
This one was one of Nani's.
One of Nani's.
So Bring Me Flowers. This is super.
this one.
Oh yeah, I was gonna find a picture of the quilt. It looks like that. So you'll see this one tomorrow. Beautiful.
Caution Curves Ahead. Another one, I believe, of Nani's.
Yeah.
Can't do the same thing for you. Oh, look for the big one. Again, you'll see hers in her own
Her own colors.
in the
Left her
front
bits.
cover. There you go. Beautiful. And she does tell you yardages, but again, scrappy.
And then Adamant, you see this one tomorrow, and this is Sally's. And
cool.
Adamant, she looked up. I think she tells you she looked up the word adamant because we think of adamant as being something else, but it's an old word that means something different. And now I don't
talked
quite
about it,
remember.
yeah.
Yeah, she'll tell you. And then I'm glad that you were able to find this
Yeah.
one, Desert Sampler.
Desert Sampler. So this is a color cuts. This was the block of the month one of Sally's. I think it was the last one we showed. It looks absolutely 100% different than this.
Yeah.
I did not realize what it was until she told us what it was.
Yeah. And here's the interesting thing. This is Jen Kingwell's pattern. and she wrote this for Moda for a block of the month. And so Sally did it, but she did it all in Kaif facet fabrics.
It's
so
cool.
super beautiful.
Here's
Oh yeah, there it is. I'm
what
thinking it was
that color looks like.
Yeah.
So different.
We did this as the block of the month in, I think, 2018 was when we did
A little Saturday sampler day.
Yeah.
Wanderer's Wife. It was originally called Gypsy's Wife. It's been retitled, but same quilt. And you see this by both, I think, Sally and Nancy.
We did this as a retreat back in, again, probably 2017, 2000. It was before the big thing was done. But yeah, we did that, hosted that one. My Small World. You'll see this one tomorrow. I think we called it something else.
My Small
I think we called it My Neighborhood or something.
Yeah, I think we just said My Small Town.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was super cute.
Adorable.
Green peas and green tea and sweet beans. Super cute. Nani's made this one a couple times. She talks about them. We've seen every single one of hers. That she
We
makes.
have some of them.
They're so pretty. And this one has a little more hand applique stuff in it. So if you're someone who likes a little bit of both, it's maybe more up your alley. I guess that's the biggest.
Your other option, if the idea of the hand applique really scares you a little bit, she tells you this block is 8.5 inches. And you'll see that I think Nancy's one of them. It's like, I didn't want to make that block, so I put in. It might just be a square of fabric. It might be something out of a panel. It might be an orphan block from some other project. That's really the best thing about the Jen Kingwell patterns, is that they all kind of can become whatever you want them to, whether they're recognizable or not.
Right.
Quilt recipes. This is a really good book. This one, it's not open. I always think this, and I think I should bring mine. There's several quilts in here that are really, really good. And at QuiltCon, when we went through her booth, a lot of those are in this book. It also does have recipes in it, quilt patterns and
Very good recipes.
Yeah.
The oatmeal raisin cookie is absolutely fantastic.
It's
Sally
really,
made them for
really
us.
good. Yeah.
Baker's Dozen. Sally had this one to show for us. Super beautiful. She said there are some crazy blocks in here that she decided not to do. That she did her own way in an easier way, so it wasn't so many Y seams or whatever it was. But again, really easy to switch around. Really fun, maybe even a guild project. So everybody pick a block and then make, 6 of them. Let's switch with everybody and we'll have a guild quilt. So every one of our friends, participated in this quilt we can love.
Midnight at the Oasis. Again, I know.
See, look how cool the polka dot is in that.
Song.
Oh, she was singing. She likes a lot of that black and white. She adds black and white checks, black and white stars, polka dots. She does that a lot as a background, just because why not just stir it up just a little bit. Oh, Long Time Gone. We also did this one as a block of the month, and I think that do we have a video? No, maybe not. Long Time Gone. One of my favorites. Really, really nice. Oh yeah. Is there a better picture of the quilt? Yeah.
They've been on the inside cover.
I'm sorry. Oh yes.
We saw this one though at QuiltCon. That was the one I kind of hovered around a little bit. I think this one's so cool. Mm-hmm. If you are new to quilting or newer and you're not super confident in your skills, pick this one. If you are intrigued by Jen Kingwell and want to try it, this one's very easy. Churn dash blocks, half square triangles, a pineapple block, a few 60-degree triangles, a 9-patch block. They're all very doable. If you are new to quilting and want to branch out just a little bit, this is
Keep in mind, though, if you're new to quilting, this will be an ongoing thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of blocks in there. There's a lot of sewing. So it's not going to be, oh, good, I finished this last week. No.
It's going to take you a while.
It's going
to be something you're going to work on in between a baby shower, a graduation, a quick quilt because you need to, get something done. This will be
I think we all need those kinds of projects anyway, because I think of when we were talking to the guild last week, we were talking about that I think our most popular patterns and the quilts that I like to make are the ones that if I have a bridal shower coming up, a baby gift that I need, somebody is sick or whatever, I'm going to pick those go-to patterns that are fairly fast, that are all about the fabric, and I don't have to cut the fabric up into little pieces. I can get that quilt done and quilted and bound in a weekend.
Right.
And so I like those kinds of patterns, but I also like the ones where I really have to think about it a little bit. It's a little bit more intricate. And they call it slow stitching, which is a little bit different. But that idea of always just having something that is machine ready, where you're just going to pull out that piece. I'm going to make a couple of these blocks, because really you don't always have to be finished.
Right.
Sometimes you can have something that's this ongoing labor of love that has taken you a while to
And
finish.
it's so rewarding when you have it finished. Even if it takes you 2 years to get it done, you still love it. And it's so rewarding. Like, yeah, I made this. I love this. And it's going to go to a very special person, or it's going on your bed because.
That's right.
Yeah.
These are the quilts that quilters keep for themselves. And in fact, that's kind of funny because dear Jen, when you meet Sally and Sally shows it, she gifted this quilt as a wedding gift to her daughter and new son-in-law. They are no longer together, and the daughter doesn't have this quilt. I'm not going to say that Sally's bitter about it, but
Definitely a foul taste.
she said way too often, you just have to let it go. You just have to let it go.
Yeah. So
She has a great big picture of it. So you get to see a picture of stunning quilt.
So
a
pretty.
lot of work that you would put into a daughter's wedding quilt. And that all makes sense. But yeah, but it's a beautiful piece. And so you do get to see it. You don't get to see the actual quilt, but she has a great big
looks totally different from this.
Yeah.
Because again, it's in Sally's bits, but
little bits.
it's stunning.
Jewel tones. Yep. And then boho heart. Don't we see 2 of these in the trunk?
2 or 1. Yeah, something like that. Maybe 2.
I think 2.
I think both Sally and Nancy had that one,
Nancy
too.
both had one. Again, a whole
So
bunch of
cool.
blocks, and then both of them did the same. So I'm not making that block, so I put in this, and I really like that block, so I made 3 of them, and then a lot of it is just putting it together.
Also a good beginner one. I mean, I really also think Wanderer's Wife is also a really good beginner one,
Yeah.
too. I mean, if you're interested in Jen Kingwell, but feel like they're a little old, if you're worried, those 3 are awesome choices. And this is Jean Pool. It's a really fun one. Simple quilting.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know how that block
Strips and
goes together.
squares. You need a design wall, it looks like. Because it looks like it's just strips and squares, but you're sewing them in rows. So kind of think
You need a map.
courthouse steppy.
Oh yeah.
Pretty. 68 by 84.
And
Right.
this is not Jen Kingwell, but she's certainly in Jen Kingwell's genre, isn't it? Girl Next Door.
Well, you can buy it from Jen Kingwell. It's designed
must be
for a
on-
Jen Kingwell collection. Oh, maybe she's just a creative artist for her.
Louise Pappas.
I don't know who that is.
I don't either.
I feel like I've heard her name multiple times.
Maybe she works with her.
Well, I think it's
Maybe
because you
daughter-in-law.
hear the kids say "Papa."
Pappas.
So yeah, so cute. So still considered Jen Kingwell. So it's
Yeah.
inside designer. Maybe a daughter who's married. Who knows?
Someone's going to say it in the comments. Someone's
No.
Yeah,
I have no
Christy. Christy's already looked it up. She's looking right now.
And just to answer any questions that come up, no, we are not sponsored by Red Bull.
You should not be drinking that.
That's bad for your heart.
It's bad for your heart.
So are the pills that I take, but I didn't take that today.
Fine. Fine. Okay.
All right. Let's open this.
Wanna open a present
We have a present
Happy.
from Harold Sam.
from Harold and Sam.
It's an empty box.
No. No, maybe. No, I think there's a
Batting box.
It's a boat box.
Tracy ships rulers like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
you can see some of the rulers Brittany got.
Oh, they're nice ones.
Your fly sweaters.
I need a cute one for my camper. I just have an ugly one.
That's not a fly sweater.
That's not a fly swatter.
That's a
He's
kid's
cute.
one.
A little plant steak.
And that's one of Nana's house favorite activities is every kid gets a fly swatter and they don't terrorize the animals, but the animals are quite sure they're aiming for them.
Yes.
And they smack everything in their way. Because there was a fly. I don't think there was a fly on the couch.
Nana needs to start buying them all bug assaults.
Oh, these are nice.
And then somebody has to clean that up.
Hey, you're already doing it.
These
From
are
what
like
that little explanation she had earlier.
sturdy.
These
I
are
buy
nice
the cheapy ones that bend if you hit the fly
I
too hard.
know.
This is gonna kill some flies.
Yeah.
Got a fly. Got a fly there.
I flinched for a minute.
He's been hit by these before.
I like these. Oh, they're the butterflies. Butterflies.
See, look, there's enough for one for each car for kid yelling.
Everyone's trying.
That way you don't have to take your eyes off of the road. You can safely beat your children.
I've threatened my kids with these before.
Am I allowed to
Unfortunately,
say that?
they're
You get to bleep
afraid.
that later?
They know you're not really going to beat the child.
I know.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised at what gets believed on
YouTube might take us down for that.
Well, I apologize in advance.
Eve's just kidding.
Okay, we're gonna find some fabric, shoo Jordan away with these hair sweaters, and then we'll be back. Okay,
right.
we have a huge notion box.
Huge. And there's also a little one, too.
Little one.
Yeah, there's a little one down here next to it that,
Okay. Maybe I should put it here. Let's start over to this end. And then I can help you unearth while you chit chat.
and I pulled these out. We had did she email Tracy? Was that what the deal was? She had some questions?
She called.
Called. So Tracy had helped somebody on the phone. Who was it? Brenda, and super helpful, and they kind of reported back and forth. So she ordered some of this iron cleaner. So we sell both. So we have these little sheets that work really, really well. They almost kind of look like a dryer sheet. Somebody said they are dryer sheets. They are not. Do not use a dryer sheet. It doesn't work the same way at all. But what you do with these is that you just put it on the edge of your ironing board, and then you take your hot iron and you just kind of run it along, and it'll kind of use up just a little strip of it, and then you just kind of reposition it, do it again, reposition it. And so these will last you for a very, very, very long time. They work really, really well. But if you have something super gunky, maybe you ran over a plastic head pen, you ran over something on a t-shirt quilt, if you were doing something that had that plastic on it. If there's maybe fusible web and you got something kind of thick on there, that's where this one will come in. So they used to make it in a tube. And what you would do is you would squirt this stuff onto a little paper towel and you'd rub it on the iron. And it worked extremely well, but there was a whole lot of odors, a whole lot of drips. So I think it's basically that same product. It's just that it's on this
It's been
stick.
reformulated.
Yeah. And so you do want your iron to be on warm setting, no water in your iron, and it is going to kind of drip a little bit. So put your iron over the top of a couple of paper towels and then just run it on. And basically what'll happen is this will melt onto your iron and kind of drip off. And then take a couple of clean paper towels. Make sure that you know that you need to have it wadded. Or 100% cotton. And I always use paper towels because then I just throw it away because it's kind of gross what you've got on there, and then just wipe off your iron. And then what I usually do is I'll still take that paper towel one more time and I'll kind of run my iron on that paper towel just to kind of clean it off. It works really, really well. What I don't know, and did she say, is it super smelly?
She didn't say anything about odor.
Because that was always my problem with the stuff in the tube, is that you sort of felt like you were being asphyxiated just a little bit. So maybe
You can also, though, get your iron hot, unplug it, take it outside, and by the time you're outside doing it, your iron is still hot enough to get it clean. So you can also just unplug it and take it outside.
So good things just to have in your sewing room for when you need it. Because, what's that?
Blow it out after if it has steam holes.
Oh, yeah. And blow it, yeah.
Yeah, most of the gunk that gets stuck in some of those is whatever, if you put water and use steam in your iron. That's why when I use steam or whatever, I use a water bottle. I use one of my misters and mist water and then do it. I never put water in my irons because if it cooks in there. I also have well water, so there's a lot more minerals and everything. So mine cook differently than most city waters. So I'm a mister.
I have Soap Lake water, high
Which
in
is
minerals, and don't get me started on that again.
Black sludge comes out if they cook too long.
Well, let me just tell you about Soap Lake. All right, so it looks like a lot of things that we've had before. So we'll maybe some of these be kind of rapid fire. Exploding Heart, super popular. So in the top 10 patterns in the U.S. right now. Take a Stand, popular here. We have Bag Retreat coming up. This is not one of the ones that we're doing in the Bag Retreat, but really nice option. It's a really nice little bag that stands up straight as you're putting things in it, which is thus the name. The Electric Seam Ripper. It really resembles an electric razor, but what's really nice about this is if you have a whole lot of ripping to do, it's super, super fast. And it'll also work if you are ripping out machine embroidery where you've got 10,000
so
stitches.
good.
Yeah, every machine embroidery person has this.
And it's gentle enough that it won't cut through your material. It's just going to go right through your thread. It's
Super nice.
super amazing.
We have a lot of different reference books. The two most popular ones are the Quilter's Reference Tool. This one is a little bit bigger, and what's nice is it'll sit flat, and it just has all of those weird math things that you just didn't know that you needed to know. And there's some also little technique things. So there's math about mitered borders and binding and all of those. Plus, it kind of shows you how to do that. Same thing with half square triangles, quarter square triangles. This one is same sort of idea, a little less information, a little less price. I think this one I think is like $13-ish, and this one I think is like $8-ish. A little bit smaller. Also really good information. Super, super popular. Everybody in Bag Retreat, that's mostly where they use these. But anytime you just have something small that you're piecing and you really don't want a pin to get in your way, this is super thin. I don't know if you can see how thin that is. What do you think that is, a 1/16 of an inch?
Oh, probably. It's fabulous.
Teeny, teeny, tiny, double stick.
You might think it's too small, but it's just right.
It's just right. It's double stick. If you, even with your binding, so double stick, you obviously don't remove it. It just dissolves in the wash, but you don't feel it. So, and there's 2 rolls in here. So, really, really nice product. A bunch of marking pens. So we've got a white pencil, chalk pencil. We have the white one that comes off with the iron. And then we have the blue one that, disappearing ink. So the disappearing, people still ask for this, and this is the one that you make your mark, and then after about, I think they say 3 hours, 3 to 8 hours, it'll disappear. This one always freaks me out. I'm not going to lie. I always feel nervous that it's going to disappear too soon, because I get easily distracted. I don't know if anybody knew that about me.
Easily distracted? That doesn't.
But a lot of people like this.
I'm the same way though. I don't want a timer. I also though have a house full of kids, so anything on a whim could change, and all that work I did. So I'm definitely a friction marker.
I want to iron it to take it off. Yeah. So it's this one, or the white one works the same way. Yeah.
You can also buy the red, black, and blue individually, not in a set, but
yeah. Me too. I like that. A lot of people though, long armors in particular. I know.
Oh yeah, long armors. But again, you can only mark it on your stage you are, and then when you roll, remark. Because again, those you can mark your whole quilt on your big old counter, and then hope that you can get it done before it fades. And
Scary.
a lot of pressure.
Yeah. Oh, Harold and Sam, look what's in there. Our little Funky Friends Factory is kind of fun because we have a cat, we have a moose, we have a couple different ones if you want to make some softy ones.
I love
Look at the Highland cow. Look on the back,
fabric.
the fuzzy one. Yeah, kind of fun. And a moose, which could be a reindeer. I mean, I know it's not exactly the same thing, but
Yeah, all depends on how you position things.
yeah.
The name you choose.
Hello Pouches. This one is just another reorder. Kind of fun. I've made a lot of these. And it gives you 4 different sizes in the pattern. But once you've made a couple of them, you can figure out the math and go, oh, okay, but I want to make a really big one now, or I want to make a little one now. Once you've got the pattern down and how it goes together, it's super easy to modify it into a pattern that you'd like.
Absolutely.
That pouch. I think that these are the ones that Amber was making for everybody for Christmas out of those cute little 2.5-inch mini charm packs.
Those are super cute.
Yeah, kind of a fun pattern. Gosh, there's all kinds of stuff in there. I wonder if some of this stuff was like a back order.
Shopping.
Oh no, there's some fun things. And then, more quilt labels. And, okay, so these were the real popular ones that we kept selling out of. And these are the larger ones where you can write all of the information on it. But you know what was really funny is I think 2 weeks ago, I asked and I said, we've been getting all of these placemats, and people have these really, really cute labels. And so we've been coveting these labels. And so, I mentioned it and then I mentioned it again. And sure enough, two things happened. One is, oh my gosh, you guys emailed me. I think I have 5 different options. And so I'm putting together a little compilation, ideas for labels. And the other thing is that on my Facebook feed, I think every company that advertises.
Oh, look at
Facebook.
Suri coming in.
Suri had my back.
So nice.
As much as she's annoying,
Little
she
nosy
had my
Nelly.
back. And I opened these and I ordered these for you. These were from Jam and Thread. So I will have a little, this is what they look like. This is what they cost. Because I think this one was a packet of 50. I can't remember what I paid, but I'll have it ready for you. I opened them because I wanted to see. Because I ordered some for me and some for you. I don't know what yours came first.
Made with love, not perfection. Brienne. You put Brienne a ring again.
Oh, dang it! Oh, no.
Okay, I don't even care. Fun fact.
Oh, no.
I will be married for 10 years.
In August.
And the end of August. I am still Brianna ring in her phone.
You are still Brianna Rang in my phone.
I will always.
Oh, no! Don't show your husband these! And Brittany is still Brittany Motzkus in my phone.
That's hilarious.
I can't believe I did that!
I still like him. Who's Brianna? My
Only put these on the ones that you made before you got married.
The ones I'm still buying.
Come on.
I have some of those. That's hilarious.
That is hilarious. That's terrible. Don't let Robert see. Just one more thing for him to get mad at me over.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, fortunately, there's only a dozen.
I think it's hilarious.
It is terrible. It's terrible. But I don't think of you as Brianna Motzkus. I don't know why I don't think of you as Brianna Motzkus.
Well, because for how many years I was always Brianna Rang.
Rang.
Always.
Brianna Rang.
Always. I think that's hilarious. Thank you. I do like them though. I think they're great. I like
After you order those for your husband. Sorry.
They all embarrassed.
I'm embarrassed. You've been married for 10 years. I know exactly who you are.
Wasn't asking her about being distracted.
I know. Who is this? What's her last name again? How do you spell? I don't matter.
Super cute.
You know her last name?
Lots of kisses.
Matza Kisses.
Lots of kisses.
That's how I only remember how to spell Brittany's maiden name is Motz Kus.
Motz Kus.
Or Motz Kuss. Motz Kuss.
Motz Kuss.
It's MOTZKUS. Yeah, hilarious.
I'm a terrible mother. I'm a terrible mother-in-law.
And what's funny is that all we did is we sister swapped.
It's fine.
I know.
Me and Robert. You know,
Is it?
that's about
Are they brothers?
That's right.
Brother swapped.
She put Brianna ring on it.
not perfection.
Brianna ring. Yeah.
Do you notice
Works.
anything wrong
Jordan's
with
like,
the label?
Jordan's like, I don't know who that is.
What?
What's wrong with the label?
He
Her
doesn't.
last name is wrong.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I got that. But
That's why
but
she's-
everyone knows her as Rang
Everyone
because
knows
she
her.
Well,
turned
not
so
these
young.
guys. These guys know her as Brianna Motzkus.
Yeah.
Somebody does. Who made that?
Someone did.
Oh! Now I got it.
No, the dots are connected.
You could have played that off.
I know.
You could have played that off. Oh. Okay. I'm out.
Funny.
Don't tell Robert.
I
get
have
me in
pretty
trouble.
good. Oh, that's.
He won't care.
I'm
I'm gonna call him right now.
Don't worry.
Don't
He
tell him.
knows that I'm still Brianna Ring in your phone.
He's the one that should hyphenate his with me.
All right.
Okay, another 3-yard quilt. This is one block, 3-yard quilt. I think we've had this one before, but if they're working more blocks instead of just big chunky things. All of those 8 quilts are in there. And again, you need 3 1-yard cuts, and boom. Or you can get 3 2-yard cuts and make it bigger. And it talks about that in your patterns, how to make them up to your king size, depending on how much you get.
Hugo's Amazing Tape, we were out of the little 1/2-inch size. And so we mention this all the time, that our rep says you guys sell more of that than any other business does. But we love it. It only sticks to itself. And so if you're wrapping your thread or doing whatever, or you can also layer it onto the bottom of a ruler, and it'll create a little bit of an edge
grippy.
for you if you'd like.
And then the stiletto pressing tool from By Annie, super great. So again, one side's pokey for a stiletto to shoot through that binding or the bulky bits of your bag. And then also the presser at the bottom so you can open up some of those seams.
I feel like you can tell that we went through the purse making area.
Yes,
and
we
that's
did.
a lot of what's in here. Barbados bag. It's kind of a little, you can put a longer handle on it, or there's a little shorter handle for a really nice little crossbody bag.
One. Fat quarters. Out of that
Fat
one.
quarters. Tahiti tote.
Love this one.
This is a really good one. Yeah, we have a sample of that one. The bum bag, because of course you can't say fanny pack because that's naughty.
And then there's they are really good. They put together a hardware kit for you all together.
Yeah.
You don't have to find your pieces. And then I've got Roxanne glue based it. This is just, it's like a little lip gloss adapter. But it's really nice. It is a white glue that dries clear and is washable. But it's really nice with you're doing applique, wool applique, anything that you just want kind of stuck down for a minute while you're doing some stitching. And then it's really soft. So even if you never wash your project, you won't know it's there. So, and I really like that. They call it the dip and dab. But the lip gloss adapter is a really nice way to use it.
Serger, somebody's waiting for these, right?
Yes.
Serger tweezers.
Serger tweezers.
Vesta.
Yeah.
Waiting for these.
They were in the box the whole time. If you're watching, I'm sorry. And then needle threader. So for hand applique, for stitching down binding. They come in 3 colors. The pretty green, a purple, or of course, pink. So.
And then the drop zone, another really nice bag. There's 3 sizes, small, medium, and large in the pattern, and it opens super wide. So really nice for like a travel makeup bag or a kit bag or sewing notions.
Yeah.
And then Beehive, this is just, we keep selling this. It's one of Elizabeth Hartman's, right? Is it Elizabeth Hartman or the other? Yeah, Elizabeth Hartman. Really cute.
The Farmer's Wife sampler quilt. 99 quilt blocks. Really, really cool. So again, kind of down that Jen Kingwell line of a bunch of little blocks. This one's really fun to work through. A lot of people do. I think they're 6-inch blocks. Is what's in there, but super great. Makes a really, really cool quilt when they're finished.
And then here's 1/2 inch.
Oh, 1-inch Hugo's tape. We have it in 1/2, 1, and 2 inch, depending on how wide you want it. And I think they're all, 25 or 50 feet rolls.
And then we got more of the markers. These are the fabric markers. And so some of that black and white fabric that's kind of cool. If you want to make just a little zippered pouch, just take your little 8-inch by 10-inch piece or whatever the pattern calls for. And then let your grandkids color on the fabric and then sew that up into a little zippered pouch for your daughter for Mother's Day. Kind of a fun little thing. So they come in neon colors or they come in just the rainbow colors. And so they're tulip markers specific for fabric. And we've talked about that in previous things too, that you don't want to use a permanent marker. It has a high acid level and it'll deteriorate your fabric, and it also will bleed. And I just mean, a Sharpie permanent. That Sharpie brand is not appropriate for a fabric. And then if you're just doing a label, we have an Identa pin, or we have a little Dritz fine point marking pin for labels. And then these would work because these are, of course, fabric markers.
What else we got in there? All
these guys.
Or little scissors.
We've had those before.
These are Tooltron thread scissors. They're really nice, really small, have a really nice sheath that is connected to it, so you can't lose your sheath. And what's really cool is this one that has the nail file on it. Yes.
Yes.
Your sheath has a little nail file, which I think is always great. So again, your cap is stuck to your scissors, so you can't lose it. And you'll always have a nail file in your sewing kit. I think it's very smart.
Really cute.
A woman made it, for sure.
Absolutely. More of these. My
steam
steam iron. This
Super
is a
nice.
teeny tiny little, easy to have at your station iron. Pretty affordable, really nice. But I'll tell you how many tables
They'll
out
melt
there.
through your table pretty easily.
Yeah.
No,
This is the guy.
it will not hurt your iron at all.
No. No,
Just a little iron clean and she's good to go.
when you come to the retreat center and you see the weird little holes,
Yeah.
it's from these.
Yep.
I think people don't realize how hot they are. It's going to melt right through the table.
Yeah, for sure. All right, and then we've got zippers. So by Annie, we do some of the by the yard. So she got one of the lavender ones.
Only one? It might have been what I was doing. I was trying to stock up because of the bag retreat because I think that they're going to want to get some of the fun colored ones. And some of them, there was only one in stock or 3 in stock or 4. So there's weird numbers.
We usually always have the black and white, of course. And then she has, I think, 10 or 12 colors in the zipper by the yard. And it's 4 yards of zipper with 16 pulls.
Yeah.
And then Sassafras Lane zippers with pulls. We got pulls separate. There are 6 pulls per package. And you've got 3 yards of your zipper pull. So I've got this really pretty kind of fuchsia and cream pinstripe, a blue and white pinstripe, rainbow, or black and white. And then lime on teal, or teal on purple. And there's a couple of those. Yeah. And then I have this. Looks like lotion.
Oh, it's
Lip balm.
Yeah, I was ordering Thread Magic, and so if you guys that do, for those of you guys that do handwork, and if you find that your thread, it's if you're doing like wool applique on cotton, usually that little bit of lanolin in the wool helps for your thread to glide through. But otherwise, oftentimes cotton, or if you're doing sashiko, you might find that your thread drags. And so this is a silicone stick, basically. And so what will happen is if you run your thread through it, it has just this silicone. It just makes your thread easier to glide through. Some people, rather than silicone, they would rather have the beeswax.
This is the filtered USA bees. It prevents static tangles, friction, and fraying, all while strengthening your stitches. So
yeah.
Either one. They last a long time.
And you do want one or the other, I would say. You know, I think it is important if you're doing handwork. You'll find that your stitches just glide through.
If you struggle with things twisting on you or doing things, or you feel like there's a little drag or it's fuzzy, all of that will be taken care of. And of course, it washes beautifully. It's not going to hurt color or finish or anything. It's going to make it hopefully have a better experience if you're not having good.
And then there was a book in there.
Oh, that's pretty. Is that Kim Deal?
Yeah, it is.
That's cute.
Yeah,
I love
so
all of her books.
I know. She has great stuff. Whatnots.
Yeah. And she does a lot of little stuff, but of course, if you just make more blocks, add some extra borders, she can be a little bit bigger. But she tends to do a lot of patterns that are a little bit smaller. So her books are always a really good buy.
Yeah. I mean, there's got to be, does it say how many are in here?
Maybe on the back. No.
A bunch.
So many.
Yeah. Oh, look at all of those blocks. Do you think that those are the quilts?
The projects. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 16, 17, 18, 19 projects.
That's pretty good. Yeah. Really nice.
Adorable.
I like her. I like Kim Deal. All right.
Okay.
We're going to clean all this up
That's
and then we're going to see some fabric.
Awesome.
Couple of big boxes.
I've got 3.
We got to make up time. You were so chatty.
I'm so winning. We've got 3 Northcutt boxes that look just like this.
Backing fabric.
Ooh, backing. Oh, it's thick. I wonder if it's flannel. I'd love to touch it. It is.
Okay. We've been waiting for this. There should be 8 colors.
I
should
ask
say
4 or 6.
Wow. That's gonna be
Because they do red, Northcutt, red, blue, cream, gray,
brown.
I don't think they do brown. I know.
We're going to open these boxes.
We'll see how many colors we have.
All right, Brianna's right as usual. I'm never right.
I also don't think, though, we have all the colors. I don't think there's 4. Maybe there's only 4. I thought there were 6.
We have received
4 colors. But I'm quite sure they have a gray. And I want to say green. I don't know, but a gray for sure. Because I'm pretty sure I have some.
I know that when we saw it, we said, "Oh my gosh,
all of it."
We need all of it."
Because they did not do it last year.
Yeah.
And I noticed.
Yes. And so we only have 4
colors.
And I'm going to say that this is going to sell out quickly because, again, like any of the ones that are extra wide, there are 12 yards on here, which means that most people will get 3 yards. If you don't know the size of your quilt, if you get 3 yards, that's going to give you 108 by 108. And so pretty good for kings. I mean, the kings that I make generally are 102 by 102, but so it'll give you enough for whatever. And if you have leftover, if your quilt ended up being queen, whatever is left over, you can still use that in a quilt. So you don't have to worry that it can only be on the back of a quilt. But so all of those reasons are why roughly 3, maybe 4 people will end up getting the fabric, so you'll want to act fairly fast.
They're 108-inch wide flannel backings.
Yeah.
They get softer the more they're washed because, of course, all of the additives that they put on it to make sure, the sunscreen, the dye protectant, it takes about 3 washings before all of that stuff's out. So it gets softer the more you wash it.
It has a lot more starch in it than all backing.
And this is coming through super bright red, but it's a barn red.
Barn red. I don't know what it is with us in reds.
I don't know. And the most beautiful.
And if you're familiar
blue.
just with the Northcott blues, the Northcott reds, the Northcott black, it's just a basic Northcott color.
Northcott American line, everything with the eagle or the US anything on it, it's these colors.
Yeah. It's that red.
This is creamy tan. It's coming through probably a little more banana in the camera from what I can see, but a creamy tan. And then like a charcoal. And again, I think there's at least 1, if not 2 more colors coming sometime. We'll see it in the next box opening, I'm sure. But as they come in, you'll see them. And
as of right now.
Flannel backing. This is at the moment the only flannel backing we have. Flannel backing is very hard to find because Northcott is kind of the only one.
I think they're the only ones that do it.
I think we did find last year's either a Henry Glass or Wilmington. He had like 4 blue ones. We got those, and of course they're all gone now. But flannels are not.
It must be fairly spendy for them to make the gray good to be able to do it in that big of a piece.
And they're not any more expensive than what you buy, anyways. Yeah. So I don't know. I think you're right. The labor or whatever to get it done must be a lot different. But super cool.
And then we have another box
here. I have a in the beginning box. There's a box cover behind you.
Oh, it's in the beginning?
It's in the beginning, yeah.
Oh, we just had some
and my packing slip says it's just 1 box.
Oh.
And we just had that beautiful floral. And hummingbird. Oh, so pretty. Daydream.
In the beginning. Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's dragons.
These are scary dragons. Ooh, dragons. These are Dungeons and Dragons. Dragons. These are not youthful dragons.
4th wing dragons, guys.
These are 4th
If you know, you know.
Wow.
Oh, he's groovy.
Wow. All right. Oh, there's a lot of color. Oh, and there's a pattern.
Ooh, look at that kind of scaly. Awesome.
All right, we're going to take the plastic off. We're going to see all of these. It is only 1 box, but there's a lot of
there's a lot of pieces in there. They're only 10-yard bolts, guys. Ooh, that's some scale.
I think a big panel.
Ooh. Okay, we're going to get it out, get the plastic off, cut some panels, and then we'll show you up close.
All right, what was the series that I was so addicted to? Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah.
Did not end properly. I'm just going to say that. And what was the other one that ended so badly? Would the plane crash on the island? Lost.
Yeah, we did.
They like kids. Ran out of ideas.
Yeah,
they phoned it in. That was super horrible. And I kind of feel like Game of Thrones. I feel like that one didn't end right either. But I liked it. But the funny thing about that is that what bothered me about that is that they were so dirty all the time.
Yeah, I mean, also it was that time
take
to
it
state
back.
that.
I mean, I know, and maybe that was correct, but they're dirty. They were dirty.
A lot of dirt. All right, this one is called Dragon's Emerald Rain.
2 panels.
In the beginning.
In the beginning. He does good dragons.
Yeah, yes.
And people will still come in and say, do you have any dragons? It's like, no, that was 2 years ago. Absolutely not. We didn't have that 2 days after we got it. the same will happen with this. So if you have, teenagers, boys, I mean, there's a lot of men that love the whole Dungeons and Dragons dragon thing. This is for them. This will go quickly.
I have it upside down. So this is one panel. Unfortunately, there is a line, so we are going to cut them apart.
Yeah.
But you get 6 beautiful, kind of almost Celtic looking dragon heads.
Beautiful.
It's so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
You had fun doodling those.
Yeah, you did. And then we have another big one.
This one's not quite up my alley. This one's a little
It's a
scary.
scary dragon.
I
I like playful dinosaurs.
Yes. I also I'm okay with mean dragons, but I don't want to. This one's a little too mean. Like, this
one's on
is
the warpath.
stern. This one, I'm not going to mess with this one.
This one could be a protector.
Yeah.
Yes.
This one is out for blood.
Yeah. He's eating somebody.
He's eating
Oh,
somebody.
he's upside down.
Oh, he's upset.
He's eating the intruder.
Yes.
He's mad.
Yes. Like he's pointing.
Yeah.
It's good, though. I mean,
It's good.
if you're into the whole Dungeon Dragon things, I think it's really good.
Yeah.
I mean, he did a good job.
I
I
big
love
36 by 42.
I love-
His body
Sorry.
looks too much like a man's body. Like, look at his arms and his chest.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
I
He
think
ate
the
the lamb.
scales on the outside of this
Yeah.
is really cool.
Yeah.
So again, it's a 36 by 42 inch panel, so you could really do nothing. Put a cool piece of back on it and be good to go.
Yeah. And then these pieces. Oh, yeah. You're going to come around. These are, yeah. Oh, my gosh. These are fantastic.
Oh, yes. It's going to register.
It's not a very big line. We're not going to cut fat quarters or anything because these are only 10-yard bolts. So we won't have enough as it is. So let's look first at this one. This one is the scales. That's fantastic. And that runs along the selvage. So beautiful, beautiful colors. And then there's a couple of little blender pieces and this sort of, and I think that a lot, if you're
fits
looking
him.
for more blenders in the blue or the teal or the lime green, we can help you. We have all of his little blendering
I'll move
pieces.
some more of his Jason Enter stuff up. So if you're wanting more oranges or blues and teals, I have them all online. They're just under different collections, but they'll totally work.
Look at this one.
And of course, as always, put in your notes, say, hey, I want these all to go together. And
Make sure they look right.
yeah, and we'll make sure the greens are
Yeah.
right, the blues are right, and everything.
Gorgeous.
So cool.
I know it. Look at
That's
the little dragon.
also, I think, is that the print that's around the first border we showed? Is it this?
Maybe.
The little dragon silhouettes?
Yeah,
Is it the same one?
it is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
See, I think that's so cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's around this one.
Super cool.
Beautiful. And then we have dragons and dragon eyes.
I think that piece is really cool.
That's, oh my gosh. Yeah. So it is black and gray on a white background, or it is on this really beautiful burnt orange background. Fire background.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
very cool.
Here's another just tonal piece. That's a dark, dark, dark navy blue on those greens and teals. And oh my gosh, look at this one. This is crazy.
Eyes.
I need some of this because I need some of this for my collage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wouldn't that be cool?
They're all different dragons. Looking at the
I-
little people. Who's at the door?
I love that one.
I do too. And I feel like I just need a half a yard of it.
Just a piece.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I'm just going to use the little bits at a time.
Yeah. It's cool.
I know. I love that. And then
The border,
The
print
border.
is fantastic.
Mhm.
If maybe neither of the panels really say anything to you,
Mhm.
putting just a really cool, colors together,
Yeah.
making that your border,
Yeah.
I think it is.
And we have a mitered border video, and then there might be other people that you watch that will, because of course, with all of your border fabric, you've got 4 different pieces. All of these are 10 inches. And so you just need to get one section that is, if your quilt is say 40 by 60, you want the longest length plus your 10 inches at the top to make the corners and 10 inches at the bottom. So if it's 40 by 60, you need 80 inches, right? And then that way you have enough.
Yeah. If that made a whole lot of not sense,
That's
there's a tutorial. And she totally
I
measured
feel like
that
they
out
need
for
to
you.
know right now because they have to hurry up and order it.
Yeah, you need to get it. I think when you get border print, you have to have at least 2.5 yards. If you're not sure and that's going to give you 60 inches,
2.5 yards, 90 inches.
90 inches.
Yeah.
And I think that's
90 inches will do up to a 70-inch square.
Yeah.
quilt.
which I think is good for a throw, a lap. Anything left over of your border, turn into microwave bowls. I'm assuming you're doing these for dudes. But, or even if there's a lady in your family, everyone loves a microwave bowl. So get this, use up that in microwave bowls, get your warm 100 batting so it can be nuked. I think it's super great.
Yeah.
I like it.
All right. Did we have anything else that we were going to crack open?
Flying dragons under salvage.
There's flying dragon them. Oh, I love the little salvage bits.
It's cool.
It's pretty fun.
All right.
So a ton of notions and books. Be sure tomorrow and check out the Jen Kingwell Trunk Show for more inspiration on those patterns and books, and then lots of other notions. And
they're all pretty much going to be under the notions category. So I'll move that up to the what's new, do some searching again with our search engine. She's a little persnickety, so less is more. So if you're looking for like Hugo's tape, just type in Hugo. If you're looking for a marking pencil, maybe just type in marking or just in pencil. But you can also cruise through there. If there's anything you don't find, put in your notes at checkout. So I was also looking for, the needle threader that you show or whatever. Use your notes. We can always call you, get your stuff done over the phone, whatever. But just give us a call. Use your notes. But again, in our search engine, less is more. Less will get you better.
yeah. And then is there a Jen Kingwell section?
Yes, there is. I'll move that up to what's new for you also, and it'll also be linked to tomorrow's video. But I'll move that up where it's everything as Jen Kingwell is right there. So her foundation papers, her patterns, and probably patterns you didn't see here, but maybe we'll see in tomorrow's video.
And
But
I don't know that we have a
quite
lot of Jen Kingwell fabric. We have ordered lines from her in the past, but I think it's
I
been
don't
quite
think I
some
have
time.
any at the moment.
I don't think so either. So if you're looking for that, her lolly stuff where she has different like fat eights printed on there, we don't order that. We think that that's an opportunity to use up those weird little bits.
Yes.
So yeah, so we don't buy that. But and then what was the other? Oh, and then the extra wide flannel.
So I'm going to move those to the 108s, put them up to the what's new, but then of course you'll see everything else that's back there. There's a lot to choose from at the moment.
Yeah,
which is really nice.
And then can we add one little thing? If somebody is shopping on their phone versus their computer, it's always easier on your computer because you can see it better. But was there a tip? We were talking about this the other day, and I remember you saying something, and I thought we should mention that to people. If they go, instead of hitting the links from the video, if they go to the website.
Yeah, if you go to the website. So if you
on your phone,
if you're watching YouTube on your phone or even YouTube on your TV at home, I think either way, watch your video. Watch us open whatever, and then go to the website on your phone, and then go to shop online, scroll down to what's new. It's way easier to see because I know depending on like a browser that you're using, they'll open, every link will open a brand new window, so they won't add things to your cart, or you'll have to re-enter all your information in again, and then it gets super bajiggity. So usually if you go to the website, it's a whole lot easier. You can see different things.
Yeah.
And everything we talk about is in the what's new. Now, what's unique to this one in particular is all of these notions will not be singly listed. They're all going to be in one bulk set piece. Sometimes I'll put like the new books. I'll have a tab that goes especially to those. So sometimes it's easier going from that if you know you want that particular item. But if your browser is opening multiple windows, it's going to make it more frustrating.
I think that was what was happening is, she
was
opening feeling
windows.
fairly frustrated. So I think that's a really good tip to go to the website, not use the YouTube link.
And then, be sure to go to the what's new part. And then whatever you can't find, put in your notes. Yeah. I'm always here on Mondays and Thursdays filling orders. So you'll get a phone call from me or from Tracy to make sure we have the right item and to collect, whether you're wanting a PayPal invoice or want to pay over the phone. We'll take care of you right there.
Yeah.
And it won't, as long as you answer your phone call or answer us back, it won't delay your shipment.
Yeah.
All
right.
Awesome.
Did you get a chance to say goodbye to Tracy?
Oh, well, the retreaters are here and shopping, and she's working.
We would say it got really loud, but I think Anna takes out all that noise.
She's so good. All right. Have fun, and we'll see you next week for a couple fun things.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you for watching our video. We invite you to leave a comment, hit the like button, or better yet, subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode. You can also visit our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or Pinterest pages, or find all of those things and our online store at fabricpatch.net.